The Fantasy Skirmisher.
Hey guys, it's Nevin. Welcome back to the Fantasy Skirmisher. And today I'm going to take a look at the upgrade kit for League of Dungeoneers. Had I done a review of the game after playing a few scenarios with a few of my friends who also own the game, I would not have given this game a good review, just to be quite honest. It's a complicated game, as many of you know, and the rulebook was so poorly executed. I just don't know any other way to put it. It was incomplete, it was vague, and we were battling the rule book. And my friends gave up on it. They purchased the game, but they did not buy the upgrade kit because they plan on just selling it. And I told them, well, you should probably upgrade it before you sell it, but they were done. They just felt like they could have more fun with something like Frostgrave, which is simple and elegant, and have just as much fun, and they didn't need all this complexity and depth. However, I saw the potential in this game. And yeah, it could be a lifestyle game, I think, with everything. But I am going to give this another chance, and I am going to start posting videos on it. I posted a couple already, but they're more peripheral stuff like how to rebox it and painting the doors, things like that. Now I want to use those painted doors. So anyway, let's review and take a quick look at what we got. And I'm going to compare the new rule book with the old one. Just go over some highlights here. So with that said, I'm going to take away the old rule book and the new one, and we're just going to take a look at what we got here. So first of all, we got this die, and it has like wounds or hits on different body parts. This did not come in the Kickstarter game. I did not get this, so this is brand new. So this is something that you just add to your dice in the game, and this is in the rule book here. So I guess we'll have to learn together how that works. And we got new charts here, which this is, all this stuff is meant to replace the ones that are in our old games, the Kickstarter. And you just throw away the old and replace it here with the new. And let's see if I could get this out. There we go. So we got some charts here to replace the old ones. And these tokens are included, but they're not used in the core game. This is for an upcoming expansion. So it just basically said stay tuned. So that's kind of cool. Look like keyholes or something, huh? Looks like some kind of vampirus. So we'll see what this is all about. Then we have settlement cards with the respective sleeves. Sleeves. It's late Friday. Working all week. What can you say? All right. And these are new to the game as well. And I think there's some reference cards in here too. Let's take a look. Yeah. All right. So settlement cards. These are new to the game. They were not in our previous Kickstarter edition. It's got some nice black and white artwork. There's Silver City. So I look forward to getting those used. And we have reference cards, which replace the old ones. I'm going to turn off the camera and take the cellophane off. All right, got these sorted out. And so we've got the monster cards, which replace the old ones, of course. And then there's a few errors that came with this replacement deck. And so we got 4 monsters that have 2 of each card. So we have 2 Tomb Guardians. You only need 1. So 1 should not be placed in the box. All right, and then we've got 2 Cave Bears, except 1 has undead, 1 has beasts on the back. So this is an error. So you do not want the cave bear that's undead. Okay, so that gets tossed. And then this is the one that replaces the old cave bear in your game. And then we've got zombie ogres and minotaurs, the same backing, undead for the zombie, of course, And we've got the Minotaur Beast. So you just need one of each, not both. And so those two could get put aside as well. All right, so that is the cards now. And then we're going to take a look at, well, not really take a look, just show you what we got here. We've got a upgraded bestiary. So, and a quick reference compendium. So these all replace the old ones. And one thing you'll notice is that they got new flowcharts, which are artistic. It doesn't look like some kind of like a Word document. They look really nice. I flagged them in the rules. I should have realized they're here as well. But you got combat turn, enemy attack, hero attack, making a potion, hero spell casting. So really nice. And some of those charts were not in the first edition. And then we've got Quest Book 2, the replacement for that. So these all replace the old ones. All right, let me clean the cards here. And we will take a look at the rulebook. And one thing you will notice is that the new rulebook is smaller. It's got more pages, but it is smaller than the Kickstarter edition. So taking a look at this, you can see it's got more artwork in here where the pages was blank in the first. It's got maps on both sides. It's also a glossy paper, so it's an improved quality paper versus just kind of the regular paper in the old one. And I flipped through all the pages, and there is, for example, creating your character. This has been expanded and it replaced pictures of miniatures, nicely painted ones, with the black and white artwork here. It does look nicer, that's for certain. But that's one of the things that is included in the new rule book. And I'm just going to start flipping some pages here. And we already took a look at that. So, like I said, the old one looked really terrible, looked like a Word document, basically how I would do it. Here you've got this really nice artistic interpretation of how to do things. So it's a very nice touch. Making a potion, and again, some of these things were not in there. Start a turn. And instead of photographs of miniatures or whatever, it does have more diagrams and examples of play, which is nice and I think will be helpful. So, like I said, the other ones, just like I said, had photos. And moving on, opening a door or chest, a combat turn, hero attack. It still does have some photos, but you can see it's got some overlay of, for example purposes. And I didn't mind the photographs. It's actually a piece of artwork, which is fine, but I like the photograph better than the actual piece of art, which I think I may have flagged it. All right, enemy attack. Then you get into travel and settlements. Okay, page 143. This is it. Okay, so this is the artwork. That's on page 157 of the new rulebook. So let's go to page 143. And you can see just how some of the stylistic changes were done. There we go. So you can see that the artist is inspired by the photograph here, right? But honestly, I love the photography in the old rulebook. One thing I did notice with this regular paper in the old one, the color saturation is so much better in the new rulebook. So I just also wanted to point that out as well. And then we get into the appendices. 164, this is on page 164, where in the old rulebook is on page 150. So you can see how the page count is increasing. And then from there, let's move on to Quest Book 1. And this is page 219, whereas it was page 196 in the old one. And then finally, one of the most important things. So I think there was only like a page and a half of the index in the old rulebook. It was woefully inadequate. Anything you try to look up was not there. I think a fan made their own and started posting it on Board Game Geek, and I'm sure that some of that fan's work got into this one. But this now stands at about close to 3.5 pages, so it's 2 more pages than the previous one. I hope it is complete because I remember how handy the one that was on Board Game Geek was. And so it'd be nice if this was a complete rule book with a complete index. So those are the big changes. Lots of stuff to replace, and it was done like at cost. I want to thank the designer, Michael. He's been really, obviously, as a one-person designer and show here, and he's done phenomenal work. And I really appreciate him supporting those first Kickstarter backers with this upgrade kit. So with that said, the next video is going to be an unboxing of the False Prophet expansion, but that is for another video. And you'll see some more Dungeoneers content. I'll see you soon on the Fantasy Skirmisher. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.